Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from LaMarcus Aldridge?
You know, Aldridge is not a name that you think of when you talk about the best power forwards in the game, but I think he's right there. The ability to score down on the block, he can pass out of the double team, he can step away from the basket and knock down a shot, and he's a good offensive rebounder as well.
You see, even though LaMarcus isn't the beefiest player, he doesn't have a lot of weight, he's got tremendous balance and knows how to use his body. He'll make his move, get fouled, but still have the balance and the footwork to finish the play and get 3 points out of the possession.
Portland playing for the home crowd again tonight. You love to get the ball rolling early in the season. That's what they've done.
When you look at Portland, quite honestly, guys, they're playing a brand of basketball that very few people thought they were capable of playing at any point this season. Never mind right from the start.
And for a team that might not have the talent of some of the other top clubs around the league, getting off to this good start has been critical. I think a slow start might have doomed them.
Well, you could see it at the start of the season when Oklahoma City was being driven by falling short in the 2012 final. Their focus was on being the best team in the West, and they jumped on that goal right from the start.
Now the dish to Durant. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. That one off the back iron and out.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Here's Aldridge. Durant with the steal. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And for the Thunder, the second-best regular season record in the league last season, Steve, at 60-22.
Well, and they had the best point differential in the league, Kevin, which I think is probably the best barometer in terms of how well you're playing. But clearly the Westbrook injury in the first round of the playoffs against Houston just completely took the wind out of their sails. And I would look for Oklahoma City to be back this year. With everybody healthy, they'll have a chip on their shoulders. They want to get back to the finals this year.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
Now, here's Lillard, averaging 13 points a contest. He feeds it to Batum. Right side, Batum. Here's Robinson. Second chance shot. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland Trail Blazers gave me just a couple of minutes. We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best on the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now, here's Lillard. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. Launches it. That's good. Lillard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I think Westbrook may be the most explosive player in the game right now. I mean, you've got Wade, Kobe, Derrick Rose, but I think Russell Westbrook, with his speed and quickness, is probably the guy right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Perkins. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Serge Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the bodyguard. You know what? And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And Westbrook really a freak athlete. Clark, a terrific dunker.
Yeah, he's a guy you would just love to see in the dunk contest, Kevin. But he says he's more of a game dunker and might not shine in the exhibition type format. And I understand that. The dunks that Russell does in games are so vicious and so posterizing that it's hard to create that same type of tenacity and energy in a contest. So I think there are some guys that are more geared towards dunking in games than winning dunk contests.
Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against Indiana.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary for him.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. So for Oklahoma City right now, backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. Rocket at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Here's the bodyguard. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. And last year, no exception for the Blazers not winning the division. They ended up 4th out of the 5 in there, a record of 6-10 against the rest of the Northwest teams.
And as you guys were saying...
Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a...
Bringing down the house.
The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly, you're right, and caught the defense totally off guard.
I remember Tracy McGrady doing that. First guy I ever saw pull that off.
Here's Westbrook. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Aldridge, the pass to the bodyguard. Outside, Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the bodyguard. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against Sacramento.
And they made their mark defensively that day. That was what was, I think, most impressive. Really caused a lot of problems in the paint.
Well, they spent a lot of that game in the air and got their hands on a lot of shots. His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Westbrook with it. Lillard picks him up. Westbrook gets to Durant. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. 5th on the list, Damian Lillard.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the three ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
Here's the bodyguard. The shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And as you'd expect, I mean, this was a lopsided season series a year ago.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Brooke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, Kevin, the bodyguard in that last game against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He picked up 18 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. It was just a solid outing for him, and one that every coach likes to see.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by Steve standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume so you can call on it the next time you get out on the court. So I think it'll serve him better than it won't.
Those games, not too pretty, but nobody expected, Clark, anything different.
No, I agree, Kevin. It's not a big upset when a team from the bottom gets swept like they did.
Offensive rebound. Collison kicks to Cephalosha. Pass to Westbrook. Three-pointer gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Pass to the bodyguard. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant, no good.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Lillard with it. He has 5. The bodyguard, covered by Cephalosha. Here's the bodyguard. Up in time. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half is
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's Wednesday night, and we're almost over the hump.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Hey, we all know how hard it was for the Thunder going into last season to trade away their sixth-man star, James Harden, but it was something that had to be done. They really missed his playmaking ability, though, and I think they missed him in the locker room, too.
Well, we've got a moment left at the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, the forwards are Batum and Thomas Robinson. Bodyguard is up there with Damian Lillard. And it's Aldridge in at the center, filling out the middle. 11 feet away, gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Russell Westbrook. And for the Thunder, a financial decision to trade away Harden. They've already tied up Steve Money in big contracts to Durant, and to Westbrook, Ibaka, and Perkins.
Hey, Kevin, I think a lot of people question why they didn't keep Harden and maybe move Ibaka or Perkins. I think Perkins would have been maybe the best option, but he's really looked at as their best post defender and a guy who brings leadership and toughness. So it was a very difficult decision, but there's no doubt this team missed James Harden.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Ibaka, Aldridge is covering. Fader on the way. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open. Here's a look at some stats for Serge Ibaka. He's been a standout for them the past few weeks. The numbers show it. 14th in field goal percentage. And he's just been so consistent from the foul line, ranking in the top 15 in free throw percentage.
You know, talking again about his field goal percentage, Steve, I mean, that's really been a strong suit for him, an area of strength in his game. And he's basically been efficiently and reliably scoring.
Here's Aldridge. The 17-footer goes down. Aldridge has got 6.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
Here's Westbrook. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You look back to that 2008 draft. The then Sonics, now Thunder, took Westbrook at the 4 spot. And a lot of people thought that was a reach, but tell you what, you redo the draft right now, and he has a legitimate case of being the #1 pick.
Far back in that 2008 draft, Westbrook had played kind of a combo guard at UCLA, and there were some questions, I think, among a lot of scouts and personnel guys' minds about his ability to become a full-time point guard.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I think you always have to look at players, not just for what they might become, but what are they when they get to you. And Russell was a guy who was athletic, aggressive, hungry to get better. And when you've got those attributes in his athleticism, you're going to be a difference maker in the league, and he's proven that to be the case.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, Serge Ibaka was drafted as a raw prospect back in 2008. But over time, his jump shot has really developed. Coach Brooks said he's one of the best pop guys in the league at that position. A 17-footer, I would probably take that shot over anybody on our team. Guys, Ibaka said with all the attention that Westbrook and Durant draw, the team needs someone else to step up. He's trying to be that guy for his teammates.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, we know how talented he is. It's just a question of how good can he become if he continues to put the work in.
Lillard with it, guarded now by Durant. There's a good screen. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Cephalosha. Deep 2 from Robinson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their next game is at New Orleans Arena for a game with the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And Durant gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
You know, guys, Portland had one of the worst benches in the history of the league last season. You know, they didn't get much contribution there. It was almost like they went into every game playing 5 versus 12.
Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. Westbrook against Lillard. Westbrook double team. Ibaka pushes to Westbrook. On deep. Portland grabs the miss. Batum's got his third rebound on the night. Well, as Clark was talking about when referring to the Blazers, the bench scoring was a big problem for him as they didn't have anyone really outside their starting 5 that Steve could be counted on for 7 points or more a game.
Yeah, look, the NBA game is 48 minutes long. It's tough to survive for those full 4 quarters when you have no offensive punch off the bench. But I think this offseason added a lot of firepower, a lot of scoring in reserve, and we'll see if that makes a difference for this team this year.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Coach Scott Brooks had some words for his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, Doris. So the Thunder 5 right now. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. And it's Perkins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Durant. All sorts of time. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, it's always a challenge adjusting from college to the pro game, particularly when you talk about the size of the NBA big men. When Thomas Robinson struggled his rookie season, he really started to lock into watching tape of another undersized power forward, Mr. Paul Millsap, as a way to try to improve his own game.
Cephalosha passes to Westbrook. Makes it off the glass.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Deflects the pass. Cephalosha with the steal. Perkins kicks to Westbrook. And he slams it one-handed.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Back to Thomas Robinson, like Millsap, a terrific rebounder in college. He led all big-time NBA prospects in the 2012 drafted overall rebound rate.
And that translated to his rookie season, Kevin, where he had problems finishing. You know, rookie field goal percentage of 43%.
Clock at 2. Durant. Aldridge with the block. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, or at least as I look at it.
Trailblazers leading by 8. The bodyguard passes to Robinson. Right side Robinson. And there's the pass to the bodyguard. Blanketed by the D, who fights to the rim for the layup. The bodyguard's got 19 points. And they're trailing by 10. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Cephalosha dishes to Westbrook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Westbrook is so dynamic offensively. Guys, his ability to score in transition may be unmatched in this league. And I still think he has potential to be even better defensively. So, incredible how good this guy could be.
Yeah, he has the quickness and speed to dart in and break up a play, whether it's picking off a pass or just taking it out of your hands.
The bodyguard passes to Aldridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
You can tell they're much more comfortable here. They look at ease. It seems like it took them the entire half before they finally shook the cobwebs. They came out sluggish and didn't shoot it well in the first half at all.
Back to Westbrook. He dishes it to Perkins. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Westbrook drives in. And it's Portland with the rebound. The bodyguard's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
6 to shoot. Portland needs to get off the shot. And stolen by Sefolosha. Goes up. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
Portland leading by 8. The bodyguard passes to Aldridge. A second chance effort. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll hit the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And Westbrook, here we go. Sefolosha misses.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Aldridge left side. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The feed to Sefolosha. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Stolen by McCollum. The bodyguard passes to McCollum. Dishes it to Robinson. Covered by Sefolosha. Lets it go from 11. Can't hit. Solid defense right there. Thunder trailing by 10. Pass to Westbrook. And that one's good.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Now here's McCollum, covered by Sefolosha. The bodyguard passes to Robinson.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the free throw line. Don't give him an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Wesley Matthews checked in for McCollum. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
I'm sure he would have liked to have had more of those, but he still padded their lead a little bit at least.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Shot's good.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Gomes comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Roberson in for Kevin Durant. Portland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Here's the bodyguard. From deep three-point range, misses. As Portland winning this one,